What's up, everyone? Sorry for the technical difficulty, man. The internet went out for a minute. We're over here scrambling, saying, what the hell? And, to me,
You want to see my cracker?
it's about what I was thinking about right at that point. We're going to be talking about ways to end a conversation that has run its course. I'm a pretty honest person.
Yeah.
You seen how I handle things.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you.
What?
I do. I got a big question for you.
All right, go for it.
Okay, I'm going to give you an example of how honest I really am.
All right.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, I'm in the automotive industry.
Yes.
I have a customer that comes in and just had work done on a water pump.
Okay.
Just had the work done. And next thing you know, it wasn't from us, it was from a different shop.
Same company.
Same company, different shop.
Okay.
The water pump was leaking. Just had it done. So what do? I have a master tech look at it. The bolts weren't torqued. There was no gasket sealing on it. It was fucked up. So I call the other shop's manager and say, hey, you got a fucked up tech over there. I was like, this is what happened. She calls and complains to the area manager that I threw her under the bus because I told the customer what the fuck was wrong. He had a right to know, no?
I think he did, yes.
Would you want to know what's wrong, or would you want to hear a lie?
I would want to know the truth.
Even if it's my own company, you still got to be honest with the person.
Yeah, you do.
Because what if he knew what the hell was going on with the car? And here you are trying to lie. See, I'm not a good liar.
No.
I don't like it.
No.
I can't stand lying to somebody. It's just not in my bones. So she called and cried.
She called and cried and ratted you out.
And I'm like, you know what? Don't ask for no favors from me, man. Remember my one and done? I'm done. I don't play that game. But the automotive industry has such a problem with people trusting them.
Right.
And I just can't fall into that kind of shit. How would you handle that situation? You're an assistant manager.
Yeah. If it was me, I would have done exactly what you did.
Mm-hmm.
I would have told the customer, here's the issue. That it wasn't torqued, there was no sealant, blah, blah, blah. That whoever repaired it, I don't know who it was. Yes, I understand it was the same company, but they didn't do it correctly. So we will go ahead and do that for you.
And at the end of the day, the customer, because he made a big complaint to corporate about some stuff. But at the end of the day, he says, you know what, James, I'm only coming here for you from now on. And he lives over by that other store. It's like 20 miles away. And he says, you know what, I'm going to come here from now on and talk with you because you at least were honest with me.
Well, you just gain customer and you gain somebody's trust to trust your mechanics.
But I was told, well, you threw the other shop under the bus. I don't give no shit. They fucked up.
Well, do you want to lose a customer or do you want to gain more? Because by you being honest with him, by word of mouth, he can get you more customers because of the fact that you were honest. And do you want to be a busy store or you want to be a dead store?
Exactly.
You want more clientele because of the fact that you were honest with this person and told him, and you even said, I'm sorry that this happened. I'd want somebody to be honest with me because you know what? If you're honest with me and you fix the problem that the other person messed up, I'm going to tell other people how good of service I got there. So people I know will start coming.
People don't understand because they see me on the internet, but I'm very protective of my technicians, very protective of them. I'll get thrown under the bus before I let any of the techs get thrown under the bus. It's my job. I'm the one who's ultimately responsible.
Right.
But at the same time, I understand how you had a water pump that failed on you.
Which shouldn't have.
It's going to cause you all kinds of stress, especially if you don't know what the hell's going on, especially if you're non-mechanical. It's going to scare the shit out of you. So why add to the stress? I'm kind of upset about this.
You shouldn't add to the stress because, you know, the customer got a job done at, you know, from the same company at a different store, and you
got
the
you got to
problem.
hear the conversation.
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of the conversation about how I held it with another, a person above me? Was I very straight and honest?
Yep, you were 100% straight and honest.
You were probably sitting here saying, "Ah, fuck, he's gonna get himself fired."
No.
Yes, you were.
No, honestly, I wasn't, because if in that situation you were being straight up with not only the manager from the other location on how they screwed up, you were honest with the customer, you were honest with your higher ups, and what is wrong with honesty?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a bad reputation out there for mechanics as it is for lying to you just to make more money off you.
Oh, there is.
So what is wrong with telling them straight up?
All the scams within the industry. How long have I been doing this? Forever?
Yeah.
So I know the scams.
I mean, come on.
I know what people are going to do.
You even owned your own for a while.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on.
And it's hard going from an independent shop to a corporate level type of shop. It's very different.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Because in our shop, that was our number one thing, is to be honest with people.
Be honest with the customers and tell them what's what.
You know, if you got to have a tune-up, I'm not going to sit there and tell you, well, you better replace all these sensors too. I'm not going to do that.
Only if it was necessary. If it wasn't necessary, we're not going to upsell it.
You know, there's jobs that, during a check that you might recommend, but I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, your pads are bad, but your rotors are good, but I'm going to try to sell you rotors at the same time. No. I'm not going to do that shit.
No.
Very upset about this today. Very upset. And do you always notice this kind of stuff happens when you have the next day off?
Yeah, it always does. Something always gets screwed up, and then they always got to bother you on your day off. It's terrible.
Oh my
all the time.
Gracious.
All the time.
Let's see here, Steve. I don't know how you can do it. I don't know if I could handle working for someone else again. You know what? I've been a hustler, and I'll answer the question straight up. I've been a hustler most of my life. And the one thing about hustling is you always gotta hustle hard in order to make your bills. And finally, as I got older, right now, I said, you know what? I just want to sit back and chill, man, and get paid. It's hard to do out there. And actually, this is something I'm going to be addressing in members only about Hollywood. What's up with you? For our members.
Yeah.
So your final thoughts on this?
You did the right thing. You totally
have you ever ran into that kind of situation at your work? I'm sure everybody in the chat room, and I want to know from the chat room what you think of the situation. If I should have covered the company's ass, or if I should have been honest with the customer.
I think you should have been honest. You did the right thing.
And you know what? I hate fucking rats. For one, when the customer made the initial complaint, this is another store, said, well, that store does this all the time. Well, for right there, you didn't cover us. You threw us under the bus. And two, now you're pissed off because we told the person the truth.
Because she lost a customer, you gained one. And maybe more.
Bitch. That's just like Harley dealerships. They charge you up the ass. And I know they're pulling crap over there at the dealerships
Yeah.
because they're dealing with people that don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
That's like if I send you into a Harley dealership
Oh, they'll upsell me like crazy.
and you wouldn't, well, you'd sit there and think, okay, I need this, when you really fucking don't.
Well, that's just like Utah. Like from working in the automotive industry for a little bit as I did. I know what the ins and outs are for if I take my vehicle to get an oil change.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. Okay, but I don't want it.
Well, here's the thing, and I want to get your opinion on this with Vacas. It depends on the situation and the customer. Sometimes a white lie helps everyone involved. What do you think of that?
Well, I guess it does depend on the situation, but in this specific,
No, let's not talk about specific. I'm talking about situation. It's hard for me, and you've seen how hard it is for me to lie to somebody.
that's his thing, though. He can't lie to people. If somebody jacked your stuff up, he's gonna freaking tell you, "Hey, they screwed this up."
Or I'm talking about in regular life. The only ones I lie to is cops
Yeah,
because they deserve it.
true.
But I'm talking about regular people in any type of situation because we're talking about ways to end a conversation that has run its course. So even a white lie to me is hard
Yeah,
because I guess I'm used to being honest and taking the repercussions. See, I laid on the stake with this one. I said, you know what? It's my fault. If I did wrong, I did wrong. It's my fault then. I'm not going to sit there and lie so I don't get in trouble like some fucking 5-year-old.
no.
And it was funny, talking to some of the people that come in, especially a young one. And he even said the same thing. I wish my generation would be like that. I was like, well, I guess my generation's a different breed.
Well, I personally think it's better to save a customer than lose a customer.
But you have to admit, you're sitting over here looking like, oh, shit.
I'm like, oh shit, what'd you do? I'm like, nice going, buddy. But then as I heard the whole thing entail, because I didn't hear the whole story until you actually said it, and then when I heard the whole story, I'm like, no, fuck that, you were right.
But automatically you assumed
Well,
I was
you're
wrong.
done. You're done. You're out.
Why would you assume that, though, about me?
Because of the way corporates are ran, it's basically their way or the highway.
Or is it down deeper?
No, it's a corporate thing.
No, was it down deeper because you had that attitude that, oh shit, he's doing something?
No.
Well, I appreciate that.
No, it wasn't down
Because
deeper.
you're supposed
Because
to
I
be
know
able to
what you-
open and be honest.
I know you know what you're talking about when it comes to that. So it's like when I heard the whole story, I was like, nah, screw that shit. You were right. Why is he pissed? I'm like, he was being the bitch. Why are you pissed, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you mad, bro? No. It's like as somebody higher up than you, they should have been like, dude, thanks for having our back. They should have been like, you just gained us a customer, probably more. Fuck what the other ones had to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the conversation, he was kind of on that page.
Yeah, by the end of the conversation.
Yeah, once you were able to explain your side of the story in every situation that, the whole situation, because he only heard bits and pieces. He didn't hear what actually happened until he talked to you.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of the conversation, he's like, dude, bro, you're all good. Don't worry about it. Good job. And I'm like, yeah.
I think he was sensing I was getting a little irritated.
Yeah, probably.
Especially when I said, you know what, I ain't doing no fucking favors for that other one ever again.
Well, I mean, I did hear a little colorful language come out of his mouth about her.
Do you think I'm getting too old or crabby?
No, why?
I'm
You're
just
always
asking.
crabby.
I'm trying to analyze myself here.
Why? You didn't do anything
I'm
wrong.
not talking about just that situation. Am I getting too old? And I find this a lot in the scene where graybeards look back at the next generation and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Are we the last generation, Generation X, who believes in just being straight up with people
It's a
or not
possibility.
crying about
It's
things
a possibility.
and taking life as it is? Life's going to throw everything at you,
Hmm.
but you can't sit there and be a crybaby about it.
Nope.
By the way, Mike Ball, he put up a deal about our interactions together, our bickering back and forth. I thought it was funny as fuck.
What? What?
It was funny, man. You
W-
got to go see it on Insane Wheels with Mike Ball. You know, he put that was pretty cool.
I gotta see that. I miss that.
That was, that's a comedy relief there.
People are saying you should have said that the water pump was defective. Why? It wasn't.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Why should I have said that? Why should I? That would have just perpetrated
But if you look at the big
the falsities of the industry.
But if you look at the big picture and you would have said that the water pump was defective and then you're not removing the water pump in whole and putting a new one in, he's going to wonder why. If it's,
Oh, we put a new one in.
oh, did you?
Yeah, but wouldn't that perpetrate the lies that
It would be
everybody thinks that the industry is about?
Yeah, you would have just been feeding into the same pool as the younger generation that are in mechanics that just want to upsell. Plus, if you think about it, it was a warranty thing, so
What if that was your mother or your sister?
what about it?
That was in a situation like this? Would you want to be lied to?
No, I'd want to be told the truth. I'm not gonna, I don't want to hear it was a defective pump because that's always the go-to for
Oh,
most
that always
mechanics.
is.
Oh, it was a defective pump. Oh, it was defective this. Oh, it was defective that. They're always gonna blame the part instead of the actual problem.
Mhm.
So I'd rather hear the truth. Be like, hey, well, this, and this wasn't done right.
Ways to end a conversation that has run its course. Have you ever had that deal where somebody just talks forever? Kind of like
Yes.
China Doll.
Yes, I have that with a customer at the gas station that wants to stand there for an hour and he makes me nuts. And I've tried a lot of the things that are in the list.
Why didn't you just say, bye? I got to do my job.
No,
Really?
while he's talking, I still do my job. I just ignore him and let him keep talking.
Mm-hmm. But what does that do for your sanity?
It does nothing because then he comes back the next time and does it again.
So you have this over and over and over again type of deal.
Twice a week with that guy. Yeah. An hour. It's annoying.
So in order to stop that, he has to be made known that, hey, I'll talk to you for a couple minutes here, but don't tell me your whole fucking story here.
Yeah. I got to be more blunt.
And I think you're coming to that point where you can.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've gotten to that point. I mean, I actually kicked somebody out of the shop 2 days ago. I kicked him out, told him not to come back.
Well, I'm not talking about work. I'm talking about individual people.
Well, individual people, yeah. I've gone to the point where I don't give a shit what you think. I'm gonna tell you how it is, and if you don't like it and you don't like me after the fact, I don't care.
What's up, George? How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hi, George.
China Doll, you finally have a fanboy, and now you're complaining.
No. He's not talking to me about me. He's talking about himself and history, and I don't
you hate that when people just sit there and talk about themselves?
He talks about himself. He talks about everything that has to do with him and his family line, and I don't care.
That's one of the things I do like vodka is when they are talking, you just walk away while they're still talking. It makes me giggle.
I walk away while he's talking. I even go in the back room and wash a coffee pot and everything else, and he'll just follow and stand behind me and keep talking.
What do you got, a stalker?
It's like a stalker / puppy dog or something. I don't know.
Huh.
It's creepy.
Unbelievable.
So
man.
now when he comes in, I go outside for a cigarette and I let the trainee deal with him.
And I think that's an appropriate thing to do. Let the trainee deal with them.
Yep, I do. I'm like, here you go.
Here, you guys get to know each other.
You guys chat it out. I'm gonna go outside and do something. About how old is the guy? I'd say he's in his early 60s, 70s.
So he's older.
He's in his 60s somewhere. Yeah. No thanks.
What do you think about what I was talking about? And we'll get back to this conversation earlier in the first half of the show about how the news media are calling these freaks that are riding around on dirt bikes,
Yeah, I've seen that.
ATVs, and swarming people. What do you think about them comparing us to these people?
They're calling them bikers, and I think it's funny because
it's really not to me.
It's funny because of the fact that they're misspeaking about what kind of people these are. Those aren't bikers.
And they're putting all the shit on us, which makes it worse.
Which is just going to do nothing but make you guys look like more, I don't know.
Menacing.
Yeah, and you're not.
Criminals.
And you're not.
I think the clubs are going to pay for a lot of that.
Yeah. And it's ridiculous. I saw the story and I saw the video that goes along with that story.
Because it's viral now.
Yeah, I seen it.
I didn't even show the damn thing. I ain't showing that crap.
You know,
because it's not true.
Did you read the part that he pointed a gun at?
Yeah,
him?
I read that.
Yeah, and she didn't care. Dude, she whooped his ass. She knocked him off his bike, everything.
Dude, that could be a good ride or die right there, man. She didn't play around with him.
No, and because of the fact that she had kids in the back seat.
And you're going to do anything to protect kids.
So she womaned up. She mommed up. That was her mom game going, protecting those kids that were in that back seat.
Mm-hmm.
And she just went off. If it was me, I would have done the same shit.
But what does that tell you about our society now, especially with these kids that think they can get away with this kind of stuff?
The more people that stand up to them, the better off it's going to be to show they can't get away with it. You know, that's just, I know a bunch of guys around here that ride dirt bikes and ATVs, and then people will be like, yeah, you know those bikers? I'm like, they ain't bikers.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't no biker. That's a friggin' ATV. That ain't no. Hello. Since when is an ATV like similar to a Harley? It's not.
It's hard to know what to do with them people. This is especially rampant in cities. Hell, you see a lot of these people that just taunt, which I think is funny, taunt the cops.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're putting other people in danger at that point.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't want is to see anybody hurt.
Yeah.
But I do think it's funny that they taunt cops.
I mean, that's kind
of. But when
funny.
you start messing with civilians or people that don't ride, that goes to another level, if you ask me.
Yeah, that whole thing that guy took that so far out of proportion. Like none of that was necessary.
Uh-huh.
You know, it was juvenile in a sense.
It is juvenile. It really is juvenile. I got a story coming up in a minute, man. You're gonna laugh your ass off. You really are.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine.
Take a deep breath and relax. It's all gonna be fine.
Wakey, 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 wakey.
You're listening to Motorcycle Madhouse Radio, WMMR DB Rockford. We got Penguin in the house, man. I was talking about you the other day. You didn't get no freaking deer and shit. It kind of made me giggle. he was sleeping out there in the middle of the woods or something like that. And you imagine, well, you know what, camping in the middle of the woods, deer hunting, that is kind of some Daniel Boone shit, you know.
I just feel bad for him because he had a spooky owl.
Yeah, he had to deal with an owl all night. That is funny shit. It would have been even funnier, man. You get so pissed off that you shoot the damn thing. You shut up now.
Stalker. I told him should have shot the owl.
No, damn. No, yeah, I don't know.
He was
man.
right above his head.
Anyway,
Sad.
guess what?
What? Chicken butt.
Oh, poor Nancy Pelosi. She's all pissed off. That freaking decrepit freaking drunk of a representative. She was evicted from her private office in the Capitol by the interim House Speaker.
Aw.
Yes, he kicked her out of the office.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye-bye. See, this is what I'm talking about. These people think that they're entitled to things. McHenry's eviction order was one of the congressman's first acts as the top House lawmaker. Pelosi was notified of the eviction. The email said the former speaker's hideaway was being reassigned for speaker office use. Please vacate the space tomorrow. The room will be rekeyed. And Pelosi moved out of her hideaway with the help from the staff House Majority Leader. According, and it goes on to say, sadly, because I'm in California to mourn the loss and pay tribute to my dear friend Dianne Feinstein, I am unable to retrieve my belongings. What the hell is she even doing there? She's no longer the Speaker of the House. That shows you how freaking cowardice that the Republicans are. It shows you how much of a coward they are. That they wouldn't ask her to leave. That's the Speaker's office. Bye-bye. See you later.
It's like, get gone, Nancy.
But the entitlement, it just kills me.
Bye, Nancy. We don't need you no more.
Oh, my goodness
Clear out.
gracious.
Clear
See you
out.
later. Hey, you know, Samantha's coming back to Sex in the City, man. She's 67 years old and still can take a pecker.
I didn't even know Sex in the City was on anymore.
I don't know. The Republicans are floating Trump as the Speaker of the House.
Oh, God.
Wouldn't that piss people off? I love it, man. It's one of them days today. It is. It's one of them days.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason. No business to be transacted in the House of Representatives for the next week or so as Republicans try to find a successor to ousted Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy. 8 Republicans joined all Democrats yesterday in voting to fire McCarthy as Speaker of the House. You've heard the old saying, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Well, the don't say anything part now applies to Donald Trump, subject of a limited gag order at his civil fraud trial.
The New York judge.
I saw that coming.
Trump went over after that. He's going, you know what? He's funny as fuck, man.
Dude goes straight to the media.
He does. He goes to the media and says, hey, man, one of his clerks is boning fucking Chuck Schumer. I was like, hell no, man. Dude's a gangster. He is. His support among blacks is like skyrocketing now because it's backfired on the Democrats, because now the blacks are like, yeah, man, he's a G. He's a fucking G. Oh, you gotta love this stuff. He's on TV right now hammering the court. You imagine he gets back in office, dude, he's gonna go full freaking bull in a china shop. He's gonna fuck up people. So ways to end a conversation that has run its course. Let's go over the first thing that we should be doing, and you got to tell us the ones that you tried and not worked.
Well, one of the first things that they say you should tell the customer is, it's been great catching up with you, but I'm really must be going now if I'm going to catch my bus. I
that you're gonna catch your bus?
don't know. That's what they've tried.
Have you ever tried that?
Like if your coworker's waiting to give you a ride home, or you got a ride waiting, it's great catching up with you, but I really got to go if I'm going to get my ride.
So you think that's a nice way of telling them?
That's a nice way. That's a polite way. Will it work? Probably not, but that's the polite way of doing it. So they say.
I don't know, man. I don't think it works because people just continue and continue and continue. That, you know what? You have the biggest problem.
What?
I'm sitting there, I'm talking to that 80-year-old, and I wanted to go fucking riding. It was great talking to him for a little bit. I say goodbye. He says something. Next thing you know, you continue the conversation.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No.
And I don't even think you know you do it.
I did not. I barely spoke.
Yeah, but you made points that he went on to another damn freaking hour.
He asked whether or not we lived here.
And as
In
soon
this
as
town.
you, and as
I
soon
said,
as you,
yeah.
yes, he said, okay, now he goes into his history.
Yeah, that was my fault. Wow.
I love blaming shit on China now.
Yeah, especially since the only thing I said was, yeah, we live here and I work right here in town.
And
that is
you know,
literally the only thing I said.
and that's the thing that opens everything up.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's my fault because he came over talking to you about your bike.
Well, you know, the CBO is
Yeah,
a talking piece.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a beautiful bike. You know what? It was actually a good ride because our asses weren't hurting because of that damn road. It rides beautiful on the freaking regular pavement. Suspension sucks so on hard ass bumps.
You think? That hurt my booty hole.
Oh my goodness gracious. What's the next one?
Wow, would you look at the time? I've had such a great time talking to you, but I need to get going. It's time to make dinner.
So basically, so far, it's nothing but excuses
Yeah.
to end the conversation.
Yeah. They're not just flat out going, dude, I got shit to do. Enough. Duh.
See, I was nice with the old man because he's old.
Yeah.
He's decrepit. He's old. He's lonely. He's old. So I'm going to sit there and talk to the dude.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to somebody else, see, I can't handle it. Maybe because it's my lack of respect. Maybe I have that problem, I think. I have to respect you to actually want to talk to you.
Well, there's been a couple situations where people will be giving, like, talking with me, and I'll just be like, because, yeah, I don't want to hear what they're saying. And I'll just be, like, carefully looking around. And then I'll be like, oh, give me a second. And I'll go talk to somebody else, but I won't come back.
And they sit there like, what the fuck?
Whatever.
And I
just
think,
walk away.
you know what it actually comes down to is boredom.
Well,
They have nothing interesting to say.
no.
I kind of find that with you sometimes.
No, that's all the time.
That's why I act like I'm listening, but I really ain't. It comes down the boredom of the conversation. At least I'm being honest.
Uh-huh. Well,
You want to
here's
see my cracker?
Go ahead. I love throwing her off the game. It's so easy and fun.
I'm so glad I bumped into you, and I wish I could stay in chat, but I really gotta go.
Have you used that one on somebody?
That one I have. That one I have. Not gonna lie.
What's usually the reaction?
Okay, we'll catch up another time. I'll call you or I'll text you. Okay.
And they know that they're not going to do it.
Yeah, they're not gonna call you or text you. They're just gonna move to the next person and talk to them. You're bored.
I'm bored. No, I'm actually tired. I woke up way too early this morning.
Oh.
Unlike you, I was supposed to go on air in 2 fucking minutes.
And I was just getting out of
And
bed.
she tries to walk in. I slammed the door on
He
her.
shoved the door in my face. I'm like, I'm coming in. No, you're not. So I stood outside the door during biker news.
Do people actually feel sorry for you that you have to deal with me since I'm such a mean person?
Yeah, sometimes, you know.
They,
They do.
actually do.
Yeah. How do you deal with that? I don't know. I just do.
Now I'm upset. You never tell me.
I just do. Well, because, like, okay, for example, you come into my job, dude, you always have resting bitch face on. What is that?
Why? I just don't want to talk to him.
Literally. And it's not like if you come in later and like my boss is gone, you're not resting bitch face. But if my boss is there, you are so resting bitch
That's
face.
because you told me I can't say nothing.
Yeah, no, don't say shit. to
So
her.
you rather have me have bitch face or not
well,
say
you've
something?
had resting bitch face with her ever since I started there.
I'm consistent. What's it been, like
And then-
5 years or some shit?
Almost 6. It's 5.5.
So I'm consistent.
But
I don't like her.
She's always, every time you leave, she's like, "Is he mad?" I'm like, "No, that's just his face." It's just his face. What do you want me to do? Tell her he doesn't like you?
So you make excuses for me.
No, I just say that's your face.
You're embarrassed of me.
How am I embarrassed if I just say that's your face? Because your face, 9 times out of 10, you have resting bitch face. Even when we're out in public, not even at my job. Like, you will look at people like with this fuck you face. That's just your face.
What a
You always look.
bitch.
What picture you sent me
try-
yesterday from work, and I'm like, nice uniform. And you're like, the face, and you put it as your profile pic. You look pissed off.
I ain't pissed.
You look pissed off. Take a closer look at the pic. You look mad, bro.
Now you're making me self-conscious.
You look
Ain't
mad.
that what women always say? You're making me feel self-conscious.
Oh my God, I gotta retake that selfie. It doesn't look right.
Fuck no, man. That's me. That's Hollywood. What else we got?
Well, when you're on the phone with someone who just won't stop talking and you basically can't handle listening anymore, have you ever used the saying, "Oh crap, my battery's running low"?
No, I just hang up. I do it to you all the time.
Yeah, you do, dick.
When I get when you bore me, I hang up.
Yeah, and then if you bore me and I hang up, I get a text. Why'd you hang up on me? I was busy.
You don't hang up on me
No, I've done it once,
once.
and that was the last time.
You don't hang up on Hollywood. Hollywood hangs up on you.
You know what you did that time when I did that though?
What?
You texted me, "Why'd you hang up on me?" And then you called me back and hung up on me. That is what you did.
I have to have the last word.
And you did.
How the hell do you deal with me? I think I'm a different specimen of a human being.
Sometimes I have no idea how I deal with you on a daily basis. It just goes
How long do you think another woman can deal with me?
an hour.
That's all you give me is an hour?
I think. Yeah. I think it depends on the situation.
I'm not
If we're out riding and we stop for like lunch or whatever, you're in a different mindset because you're outside the house. So you're a different person, especially if we're out riding.
I don't know if I'm a different person.
No, I mean, you're more happy-go-lucky and not resting bitch face, especially if we're
Oh.
out on the bike.
Oh, okay.
Because when we get out on the bike, like you're more relaxed. You're not, you
I'm
know,
not tense.
tensed up, and you're more relaxed. So
Here
don't
I
know.
am
Ask
talking
T,
about a
she's in.
broad.
Ask T, she's in there.
I'm
How's
talking about a broad, man. How long you think another broad could actually deal with me?
Not for 29 years. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but that's what attracted you to me.
What
Was my personality.
was it?
I don't know. Is it? I'm asking.
You were hot back then. I don't know what the fuck happened, but you were hot back then.
Ooh, ouch.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
You don't
though.
think I'm hot anymore?
I mean, you're cute. I mean, I still think I'm the better looking one, but you know.
You are.
I mean, you're cute. You're kind of adorkable.
What do you mean adorkable? What the fuck does that mean?
A dorky adorable.
You're a dumbass.
You're a dumbass.
Fucking
I don't know. I can't honestly answer how I deal with you on a daily basis. You're a pain in my ass. But I think I'm just as equivalent of a pain in your ass.
I guess you're a dumbass bitch, but go ahead. Fucking asshole. You deserve a colon cleanse.
Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Or another way to end a phone conversation would be, oh, really? I gotta go. There's someone else calling.
Mhm.
See, there you go. You're not listening. What?
It's because it's boring. That was just the one you did before.
No, it wasn't. The one I did before was your battery was dying.
You know, sometimes I hear that's what I hear.
He
man. Like
compares me to the teacher in Charlie Brown.
that's what I hear sometimes.
Shut up.
It's hard listening to you.
Then don't.
It's a chore.
Take your headphones off. Don't listen.
It's a chore to me. Go ahead.
Dick.
Steve says, I know my old lady says she wonders how China Doll don't whack me. Now you women want to whack me, man. You know what, women? I don't care what you say. You want a man like me who tells you
No, they don't.
that tells you exactly what's up.
No, they don't.
See, you got a lot of men up there that don't have balls. And I don't even consider him a man. I consider him a bunch of bitches.
They don't want somebody like you, Hollywood.
They don't want somebody that's going to be completely blunt with them.
Well, I'm sure they do, but just not you. What? They don't want you. Face it.
They don't want a man with my personality.
Well, they probably do. They just don't want you. I'm stuck with you.
Well, yeah, you're stuck with me, but I'm just saying, you're telling me women don't like bluntness? They like bullshit pulled over their eyes?
Some women like bluntness.
But a lot of others don't.
Other women just, want you to tell them what they want to hear.
And I think that's a very big problem. I believe that leads to a man, and men, you're terrible at this. You go around, you want to get your pecker wet, and you lie to your woman. Why not just go say, hey, I want to get my pecker licked. I'm going over to this broad. If you want to join us,
Oh my God.
you're more than welcome.
Stop. Why do you want to see my pecker? No, I don't.
What do you mean? Why do I always go there? Don't you think that's better to do it that way?
Why do you always have to go turn it sexual?
Because I'm Hollywood.
Well, and it is hump day.
It is hump day Wednesday.
Usually you're yelling at me because I turn things sexual. Now you're doing it.
I'm in one of them moods.
Can I yell at you?
I'm in one of them moods. Sorry.
Rude.
It happens.
Dumbass.
Go ahead.
Well, if you're getting cornered at like a gathering or a party or even the bar and by some talker, my most favorite and loved thing to say to people if I don't want to listen, dude, I gotta go pee.
You do use that a lot. I have to give her that.
I gotta pee. So I'll leave, go to the bathroom, and then when I come out of the bathroom, I go the opposite direction of where that person was.
That is actually a good one.
And majority of the time when I say I gotta pee, I actually gotta pee. And most
I wonder why you're older. You just can't hold your pee anymore.
Because I have to pee a lot. I can't help it.
Maybe because you drink all that fucking cherry Pepsi. I don't know. I can't understand how you drink that shit.
This thing at work in an
fucking
8-hour
disgusting.
shift, I go through I probably drink 8 of these while I'm at work. But people don't get it. It's not all soda. I feel the thing.
You know what? I want to wring her fucking neck every time she says soda. It's a fucking pop.
Soda. So I fill this whole entire cup up with ice, and then I put the soda in, and then I add more ice. And any ice that got pushed down, I add more. So this cup is actually more ice than it is soda. Thank you. You're welcome. Then if I feel like it, I'll actually eat the ice.
Who cares about your drinking habits?
Oh my God, you're a dick. What?
Fucking idiot.
Why am I an idiot?
You're going into a damn freaking spiel. You're one of them that I want to end the conversation.
You gotta go pee?
Yeah, right? We're going to come back with China Doll's news.
The gods of rock live here. This is where Chicago rocks.
WMMR-TV.
Rockford, baby.
I was like, wow, you cut off Rockford.
I cut it off. What do we got coming on in the news here?
So a nationwide test of the emergency and wireless alert system will be conducted today at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time
So that means
throughout the whole country.
Oh my God.
The message will be sent to all cell phones, TVs, and radios.
So I'm going to have to hear this beep, beep, beep bullshit on my phone.
Yeah,
And that's today.
today at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You know, that's just like those. And I didn't know this. I learned something new with our daughter, that alarm, the tornado alarm that goes off every night at 9 o'clock.
By her, yeah.
That's a curfew alarm. I never knew that.
She told you that.
No, that's what I mean. I didn't know it until she told me.
Yeah, it's a curfew alarm. And it sounds just like a tornado siren.
I think, well, she's way up there, so she won't get that many tornadoes. But that is pretty cool. That's like remnant of the old days where we had we came home with the lights.
Yeah, when the lights went out. Because there's no lights for them to shut out down out way up there. It's dark.
Yeah, with a lot of fucking bears.
So that was the signal for all the kids to be home, was whenever that went out.
Mhm.
Whenever that siren went off.
Hmm.
So the test is a joint operation between FEMA and the Federal Communication Commission, meant to ensure the systems continue to be effective means of warning the public about emergencies, particularly those at a national level. So this is just going to be a test
This is
of
the
your
test
national broadcast
of the
system.
emergency broadcast system.
It is only a test. Mhm. So yeah, we're all going to get that today. Aren't we happy? Yay, jerks.
Well, you know, I do got a good one here.
What?
Majority of Americans don't think businesses. Oh, shut up, stupid. Anyway, think businesses should take political and social stances on current events. Nearly 60% of Americans think businesses should not take a stance on current events, what did we call here? Like climate change, mental health, abortion, religion, that kind of stuff. Especially with the LGBTQ plus. You think businesses should get involved in these social issues? I don't think so.
No.
Look at Budweiser. You fucked yourself.
Yeah, y'all are on the down low. They're going to be taking a lot of beer out of our cooler on Friday.
You're like, you know what? They made their brand into that. And then, you imagine a country guy or a biker drinking a Bud Light. Everybody fucks with them now. They're not drinking that Bud Light.
Well, Bud Light and Budweiser hasn't moved off our shelves since they stocked them on the beer shelves on last Friday. I haven't had to refill them. So they're going to be taking a lot of expired cases out Friday.
What about Budweiser itself?
Budweiser? We literally have only one customer that buys a 15-pack every couple days. Other than that, nobody buys it.
Wow.
It's not a seller. It stopped selling.
Yeah, because you're in business to make money. Why would you want to piss off one segment or the other or people?
And unfortunately, one of our biggest carriers is, Anheuser-Busch and stuff. So,
And they getting bushed out.
I ain't gonna lie, but Busch Light still sells like it's going out of style. But Budweiser and Bud Light, they're not moving anymore.
Well,
People have
they
been
deserve
buying
it.
us out in Coors and Miller Lite now.
Well, they deserve it.
So you know.
Yeah, Teresa thinks Bud Light's awesome. That's her nickname, Bud Light.
I know.
She drinks that shit.
I know she does.
Whatever happened to Miller Lite? Miller Lite.
Miller
used to
Lite's
be-
one of our top sellers
Oh,
now.
I was gonna say, man.
Miller Lite and Coors Light. Those are the 2 top sellers in our store now.
Rich bought a keg of Bud Light for his wedding. Free beer for anybody who wants to go. What else we got going?
Oh my God, that's funny. So, guess what else happened in this world today?
What happened?
The Department of Defense official has been charged with dogfighting, according to records unsealed by the Justice Department on Monday.
Throw his ass in the ring, see how he feels.
Frederick D. Moorfield Jr., who serves as the Deputy Chief Information Officer for Command and Control Communications, allegedly engaged in dogfighting under the code name Jihad.
Why is it somebody like him? It's allegedly, but with a biker, is you're guilty as shit. What? He was a freaking towelhead?
No.
What was his code name?
Jihad.
Yeah.
Geehad.
Yeah, Jihad.
Whatever. Well, Moorfield and his associates use encrypted messaging applications to discuss how to train dogs for illegal dogfighting, exchanging videos about dogfighting, and arranging and coordinating dogfights.
I hate them people.
Moorfield also discussed betting on dogfighting, discussing dogs that died as a result of dogfighting, circulating media reports about dogfighting who had been caught by law enforcement, as further alleged in the affidavit. Moorfield also discussed how to conceal his conduct from law enforcement.
What a prick.
Yeah.
What a prick. You agree? Put them in the dog ring and let them fight it out to the death.
I think so.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. You deserve it.
Busted.
I think
dude.
that should be their hell loop. According to Lucifer, you put them in a ring and their hell loop is you're getting your freaking ass kicked 24/7 for eternity.
That'd be funny.
That would be awesome if you ask me.
Or like in Little Nicky, where Hitler gets the pineapple shoved up his butt every day.
That is so funny. It makes me giggle.
You always laugh at that scene.
I almost die when I see that scene. Every time. I don't care. I've seen it a million times. Still makes me giggle.
You're like, here
Shove-
it is. China, look. China, look.
Shove that shit up his ass. You think he's like getting hardcore tortured right now?
I'm sure he is.
I think he needs to be.
I think he's being tortured by multiple people.
Be funny. One more. We got enough time for one more.
An educator is being dumped on online over cruel and unusual policy in which she apparently only allows her students to use the bathroom 3 times a month.
What?
Yeah, the bladder busting measures was outlined in a note
She can suck a bag of dicks if that was my kids.
the unidentified teacher has issued to pupils. It's currently blowing up online. Yet it is unclear that the prompted of the measure, although it was presumably to combat the epidemic of students treating classrooms as revolving doors. So, according to the message, the leaked bathroom ticket, students were allotted 3 tickets a month, which they had to hand in every time they used the bathroom.
Oh, hell no.
So once you are out of your 3 tickets for the month, you are not allowed to go to the bathroom.
What do you
during
think
class.
about that?
That's fucking bullshit.
That's complete fucking insanity.
This is insane. And she teaches, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Elementary school age children.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Really? Is that where we oh.
It has gotten to the point that some of these children have actually urinated on themselves in the classroom because they will not let them go to the bathroom.
And she hasn't been fired yet.
Not yet.
We're going over to the members only right now. If you're not a member, you to join on Spotify or on YouTube, baby. We'll see everybody else tomorrow. What a fucking bitch. Really?
And that's it for a Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. Don't forget to visit us on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and all major podcast platforms for all the replays of Motorcycle Madhouse shows.